Alright, my cuties, big update time again. And this one is honestly huge, because now we finally have a clearer picture of what Hoyoverse is cooking for both 6.4 and 6.5. So hello my cuties, welcome back. It's me, your arlecchino. And today we're going to break down everything that's changed, everything that's been buffed, and everything you need to mentally prepare for before your Primogems completely disappear. Get your healthy snack, drink some water, sit comfortably, and let your arlecchino do the magic. Columbina and Inefa banners are leaving us soon if you are just a pity away from them. You can save up to 25% on this banner at lootbar.gg. Look, I'm buying the 6,480 Genesis Crystals pack for just $78, which normally costs $100 in-game, literally saving me $22 instantly. The top-up process is super simple. I just entered my UID and chose my server, and in less than 5 minutes, the crystals arrived in my account. And yeah, I also got double the crystals on my first purchase, since Lootbar is cooperating with Hoyoverse routing partner means it's safe and works exactly the same as in-game top-ups. Beyond Genshin, you can also top up for HSR using my link. Lootbar has over 170,000 plus satisfied users across Hoyoverse and 30,000 plus reviews on Trustpilot, which is why I prefer Lootbar for my giveaways. And if you're new, you also get an extra 10% off when you use my link in the description. So let's start with the biggest confirmed thing first, because yes, Hoyoverse has now officially locked it in. The new character for 6.4 is none other than our man Varka. No more confusion, no more maybe, no more coping. Varka is real, Varka is coming. And after the latest V3 kit changes, he is looking absolutely insane. Varka is a 5-star Anemo Claymore user, but don't get it twisted. This is not another support Anemo character. He is a full-on on-field DPS, an element adaptive carry, and honestly one of the most technical characters Hoyoverse has ever designed. His entire kit revolves around Stormward Charge, which basically turns him into a multi-element damage dealer depending on who you bring in the team. Pyro, Hydro, Electro, Cryo, whatever elements your teammates have, Varka converts that into his own damage on top of Anemo. And the most important part, this damage cannot be overridden by other infusions. So no Bennett infusion nonsense, no Chongyun problems. What you build is what you get. His normal attacks are already crazy because he dual wields claymores with a 5-hit combo, and once Stormward Charge is active, his multipliers shoot up hard. His charged attack becomes Azure Devour, which is stamina-free and designed to be spammed in his main damage window. This is where Varka starts feeling like a true hyper carry instead of a swap-in unit. Now, his elemental skill, Windbound Execution, is the core of everything. When you tap it, he deals AoE Anemo damage and enters Stormward Charge. In this mode, his normal and charged attacks get buffed. He unlocks 4 Winds' Ascension as a special skill, and Azure Devour becomes available. He also cannot plunge in this mode, which clearly tells you that Hoyoverse wants you to stay grounded and aggressive. Holding the skill is more about positioning, jumping forward, and hitting enemies, but the real value is always in the tap version. Stormward Charge is where the magic happens. While it's active, Varka's attacks deal Anemo plus the elements of your party members. This means team building matters more for him than almost any other DPS we've seen. If you mess up your team, his damage drops. If you build smart, his damage skyrockets. His special skill, 4 Winds Ascension, deals Anemo plus elemental damage, has an 11-second cooldown, and can be converted into Azure Devour uses. His elemental burst, Northwind Avatar, is a fast animation double/nuke. The first hit converts into Pyro, Hydro, Electro, or Cryo, depending on the team, and the second hit is always Anemo. It costs 60 energy, has a 15-second cooldown, and fits perfectly into his rotation without slowing him down. His passives are actually scary. For every 1000 ATK, he gains 10% Anemo and elemental damage bonus, capped at 25%. On top of that, his party bonus multipliers are wild. If you run 2 Anemo or 2 of the same element, you get a 140% damage multiplier. If you somehow meet both conditions, it jumps to 220%. That is not normal. Add swirl stacks that further boost his Stormward damage, and you're looking at a character with one of the highest ceilings in the game. Now let's talk about the V3 buffs, because this is where Hoyoverse really went crazy. His follow-up skill damage got massively buffed, and his follow-up charged attack bonus damage also jumped hard. This directly buffs his Stormward Charge combo loops, especially Azure Devour chains, which means his on-field DPS just went up across the board. His C6 also got buffed, with crit DMG per stack increasing from 15% to 20%. At max stacks, that's 80% crit DMG. Yes, 80. His signature weapon also got streamlined, faster stacking, higher per stack damage, better Hexerai synergy. No nerfs, only buffs. This officially locks Varka in as a true late-game hyper carry. Now, banner-wise, reruns in 6.4 are confirmed in beta, and they are Flynn's, Escafier, and Skirk. The order is unknown, but my instinct says Hoyoverse will put Varka and Skirk together in Phase 1 for maximum hype and profit, and then Flynn's and Escafier in Phase 2. Another possible combo is Varka, with Flynn's first, then Skirk with Escafier later. Either way, this patch is stacked. That's all we have in 6.4 before we talk about 6.5. Don't forget about the 15 Welkins giveaway at 54k subscribers, guys. Come on, we just need 800 subs more in House of Hearth family. Lynette is waiting for you to join, so all of you subscribe and hype the video. Now let's move on to 6.5, because this is where things get mysterious and honestly really interesting. Version 6.5 introduces a brand new 5-star named Linnea. During the Luna 4 livestream, we finally got character silhouettes, and Linnea immediately stood out. She's from Nodkrai and has been mentioned in Ino and Inepa's voice lines, which already tells you she's important. Her element and weapon are still unknown, but players noticed a pink-haired character in earlier story scenes with a very similar silhouette, so there's speculation that they're the same person. Another theory floating around is that Linnea might be related to Snigorochka, mainly because of elf-like ear features. Nothing is confirmed yet, but the lore connections are already there, and Hoyoverse doesn't casually drop names like this without a plan. Alongside Linnea, we are also expected to get a new 4-star named Gretle, and Gretle is actually very interesting because she's been name-dropped before. Amber mentions her during events, talking about the Knights of Favonius being reorganized and Jean assigning helpers. Amber specifically introduces Gretle as a talented trainee who will learn Outrider skills under her guidance. Hoyoverse doesn't do this randomly. If a name is spoken, it usually means future playability. Her silhouette supports this too. Smaller than the standard teen model, slimmer than the child model, Mondstadt-style outfit, bow-like hair accessory that feels very Amber-coded. Everything points to Gretle being Amber's apprentice and a new generation Outrider. She's widely expected to be a 4-star and likely to appear alongside Nicole in 6.5. And if that happens, this could also be our first real sign that Dornman Port is finally getting closer. Now, reruns in 6.5 are still speculation, but since 6.4 skipped an Archon rerun, 6.5 has high chances of featuring one. My personal guess is Mavuika. She's still extremely hyped. A lot of players missed her, including me, and Hoyoverse knows she will sell. Other possible reruns include Lauma or Nefer, since nodkrai reruns have already started. There's also a low chance of Sitlali, but that depends heavily on how Hoyoverse wants to support Mavuika. So yeah, my cuties, that's the full breakdown of the updated 6.4 and 6.5 situation. Tell me in the comments, who are you saving for now? Are you going all in on Varka, waiting for Linnea, or holding Primos for future chaos? Let your arlecchino know. Thanks for watching, my cuties. Prepare your Primos because things are about to get wild. And as always, peace out.